Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you, so see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. So, lads, I found a partner. She's trans, though. Here's my problem. Another trans one.
Should we just like relay all the same?
My mum and dad are basically the Pope's biggest fans. I never thought I'd not be straight, so it's never come up. But she's beautiful, and it doesn't matter to me that she was born a man. It's been 2 months. How do I break it to the Christians? I think that's nice that he put in there that she's beautiful. I think that's, I mean.
Oh yeah, if they love you enough as a son, then I don't think it's going to matter to them that you're like going towards like a trans or another man or anything like that. But if they're like over the top religious, then you just got to kind of accept the fact that they might not ever accept it, or one of them might not ever accept it. It's normally one of the others a bit more leaning towards the fact that they don't want to accept it. But I would go in with it with kid gloves and just say, like, look, this is so and so. Me and her are together. She was born a man, but she's a woman now. It is what it is. I love her, etc., etc.
I think sometimes people need to be tricked, right?
Yeah.
Like being a Christian sometimes is almost like being stubborn, and sometimes to break someone that's stubborn, you have to let them see the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, have you fucking gone already? Oh no, you're back. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. For like me, I would like let them meet her, go out for like don't take her to the house, like go out for a meal to introduce her, and then let them be like, oh, she's really nice, oh, she's really good looking, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then if you feel it's the right time, because this is the thing, right? Her being a man and being trans is her business. It's not something that you need to go around. It
shouldn't be something that she should be judged for either.
No. So I think just introducing and letting them meet her is better than being like, she was born, like, because that's you putting her in a place where she probably doesn't want to. She just wants to live her life, right? I can't imagine she's like, please tell everyone that I was a man.
No, exactly. Like, unless it's a big, obvious deal at the beginning, I don't think it's going to be. It shouldn't be, as I said about vegans earlier, it shouldn't be the defining thing about that person.
No.
It should be that person is the person you're with, and it doesn't matter what they are.
No. That's what I mean. Unless she turns up and she's got like a beard, and you're like, okay, this is obvious that she was a man. Like, you can't get away from that. She's got a beard.
Yeah,
I don't think it's no. It's about the personality, right? The reason I say about like the stubborn thing, and it's not completely related, but when we first moved to Scotland, my granddad was like, because we tried to get him to come with us, and he was like, I'm not going to Scotland. It rains and it snows and blah this and blah that.
Yeah.
And it took him 2 years for him to finally miss us. Like, we went and saw him, but for him to come up and visit us. And when he did, he was like, oh yeah, I like it up here. I kind of want to move up here with you. So it was that making him go there and realizing that he was wrong without saying he was wrong.
Yeah.
For him to be like, it's all right. That's what makes me think if they met her,
yeah,
it'd be all right.
Yeah, because like with religious people or stubborn people in that way, like sometimes the action, as you said, is would do a lot more than the reaction to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think unless they're like fucking strict fucking Catholics or whatever, they're not. I don't think you're gonna have much trouble.
No,
there
No,
might
not
be a
at
bit
all.
of a transition period where they need to figure out how they feel about it. But in the long term, I don't think you're going to be completely disowned or whatever. You'd hope not, anyway, in this day and age.
No, I think every parent just wants their kid to be happy. I think the most problem people have, and if my kid come up to me and was like, I like someone of the same sex, whatever like that. The thing that would first come to me is like, how are you going to have a family? Like, yes, you can adopt and stuff like that, but obviously everyone wants their kids to have kids of their own,
Yeah.
and that'd be my first thing. I'd be like, oh, well, you know, what about children and stuff like that? Because you sort of want your kids to figure out their own. You don't want to be like having a go at them. But that's
No,
the thing,
exactly.
right? Like, how are you going to carry it on? But and especially with Christians, their whole thing is about
Fucking
population.
population of the world.
Yeah, popping them out, pop them out, them
Pop
babies.
them out, yeah. How many kids can
But
you have?
I think going up to like some Christians and being like, I'm dating a trans person, just leads them to have a go. You know what I mean? Like you're almost forcing them to react to something you're telling them.
Yeah, you're kind of. It could be. Well, this guy obviously knows his parents better than we do, but
Mm.
he could be putting more of a spin on it than it needs.
Mm.
He might just, if he just like introduces her and just says, "This is so and so," they might just not. It might not just be a problem.
No, that's what I mean. Like, because if she wants to be a woman, then let her be a woman. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, let her meet your parents, and unless she turns up and she's got hands that of like a rugby player, I don't think they'll notice. I mean, even like because people go, "Oh, well, women don't have Adam's apple." I don't fucking. I've met loads of trans people, and turn around and someone that I'm with has gone, "Oh, that's trans," and I'm like, "What?" I've never even noticed the Adam's apple,
Yeah.
and they can get them removed anyway. But you know, what I mean, old Christians aren't going to notice things like that.
No, I think when it comes down to it, I think it literally depends on the severity of their religious ties, and whether it gets in the
Mm,
way of their day to day life. Because if it gets in the way to day life, I'll tell you what, the next 20 odd years, it's just going to get even more and more accepting in the world of that type of
mm.
stuff, and they're going to struggle. So it makes you the forward thinker, not them. So I wouldn't really um, look too much into it. Just kind of play it by ear, and if they don't accept her, they
Mm.
don't accept her. You just have to move on and just
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
keep
Loads of
things at an
families
arm's
out there
length.
don't. Yeah, loads of families don't accept their partners, and they're like straight partners. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So
mm.
you just got to do what's you. And the fact that you put in that she's beautiful and you don't care and stuff like that is really nice. And I think hopefully she's now a listener and she hears it. And you should just stick with that, man. Just go in with confidence, and everything will be all right.
It'll be all right.
Lots of trans this episode.
Yeah,
I think it's
it's gonna be
good though,
hard.
man. Because I've
It's gonna
said
be hard
before, I
not to make
thought
an episode name without trans in it, without sounding like we're trying to take the piss.
I yeah, when we first did the thing, I just assumed we were just going to get loads of fucking guys
I assume so.
like drinking
It's nice
and,
to
and
have a
stuff
bit
like that.
of
But
yeah.
it's been a really nice mix. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Shows that we're not. Well, I'm a little bit, but I'm accepting enough. uh,